What's up? What's good? What's going on, family? So, I'm going to go in for a working career message. I didn't know how to do this for the all signs or for the individuals because not everybody comes to tarot for working career messages. So, I'm just going to do a general message here up front, and then I'll pull a little bit of extra advice on the back end for each entire zodiac. Um, just in case you're showing up and you're like, yeah, that's my message. Let me get some personal advice. It'll be towards the end. I'll timestamp where I'm going to start all of them. Okay. Let's see. But without further ado, just let's jump in. Guys, these are general messages. So please just take what resonates, take what your spirit team is saying that they got something for you, and then leave the rest for someone else. It's probably someone else's struggle, okay, and not meant for you. I absolutely love you. And don't forget, smash that thumbs up button. Help these messages keep coming out for those in need. Let's see, Spirit. What is the message that the collective, anyone that finds this video, Spirit, what is it that they need to know at this time as it pertains to work and career? What is it that they need to know as it pertains to work and career? Thank you, Spirit. It looks like we have outside forces. So it says unknown figures are driving this situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon, and you will be okay. Cutting ties. Um, and so it definitely looks like that as far as working career, there is definitely, it looks like that there is a shakeup here. It definitely is a shakeup. It says, yeah, I definitely feel like that there is a shakeup here. And I feel like that if anyone is experiencing a job loss at this time, um, I definitely want you to know that it is intended. Like it is it whatever it is, it's not paying you enough. If you're leaving a job, if there's a shakeup, like let's just say that there's a like let's just say you really like your boss or you really like upper management or whatever the case may be, or you don't like change in the workplace. Things may be changing, upper management may be changing in the workplace. And I feel like that with this change that's going to be taking place, it is going to allow for some sort of financial increase, whether you stay within this company or whether you go, whether this change means that you leave as well and you find a different position, and that position pays you more. There's definitely something about the outside forces are controlling this because you're not getting your worth here. What is the challenge within this situation, Spirit? What is the challenge within this situation? So something could have been activated in November. Um, okay, some of you all, I just heard that there could have been something happened in November that I do like it kind of happened. It was hidden. It was like somebody knew they was pushing their luck when they made this decision, but they did it anyways. I do feel like that it says take great care or there will be material or loss of material wealth. I do feel like that there is some sort of like maybe your typical boss would have allowed you to get by with it. I feel like that there may be some upper eyes on it. So honesty is needed. Without being honest, especially like with it saying outside force figures are driving this situation. So this is above somebody that typically wouldn't care about this. So definitely be mindful, definitely speak your truth, be honest. Um, yeah, a period of frustrations due to lessons to be learned. Yeah, I definitely feel like that there could have been something that happened back in November that could be getting like a whole eye instead of like your boss might have been like, hey, look, now you know better than that. Uh, Next time I'm gonna have to slap you on your wrist, is what your boss may have typically said. There's someone that is above them that is aware of this. And so I feel like that it's gonna be more than just a side eye here. Let me see. What I definitely the good stuff like I'm asking, what's the good stuff that'll come out of this? Like what word does this lead you to? I definitely feel like that you will be put, like if you've been wishing for something that was kind of restricted here, because I don't know if it was just restricted. Like I said, there's something about an increase in finances. Maybe you stayed here at this job because you liked your boss. but your boss also wasn't gonna give you pay you for what you was worth. If you've been looking for more money or something like that, then that is a wish that is going to be coming out of this. But it is going to require you to, in order to get this wish granted, it is going to need you to seek out information that will help you. So there's a need to be inquisitive and curious. May, there's something, so there could be a wish being granted. So the good stuff coming from whatever's taking place right now in your working career. I definitely feel like, yes, wealth. You'll be a wealthy somebody. Yeah, I wish is being granted to a sincere wish is being granted to you in May. And I do feel like that it will come, like you're going to run into someone that you possibly wouldn't have been available for if you was at whatever this situation is. Something about May running into a very, very prominent person that is going to make you a wealthy person indeed. Okay. They're definitely going to help you have some sort of increase in your finances. Okay. But there's definitely a need to, really stay focused on the fact, like stay the course, learn your lesson and tread lightly, learn your lesson, tread lightly. Don't make any undercutting, greedy steps right now. Okay. I definitely see that you are on the trajectory towards some sort of great material wealth. However, it does look like that there is a period of frustration leading up to it. Okay. Due to something that transpired possibly in November. Let's see. Show me how my collective is showing up. The person that is watching my video right now, how are they currently showing up as it pertains to work and career? So we have the Ace of Pentacles, but I do have the Eight of Cups here as well. So I feel like that there is a new opportunity that is presenting itself. And I feel like that you're searching for something new. And I feel like that you're searching for something new. You're searching for a new job. And I do feel like you could have you could have walked away from a job in November. And there is a need to really be resourceful with your finances right now. I do feel like that you are going to, the Chariot, you will be finding some sort of new position. And I feel like that this new position is actually in progress. Like I feel like that it is currently in like forming to present itself to you. However, there is some sort of there's a journey, there's a period of frustration here. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, this definitely you may go through, I will say this, you may make it through January with a little bit of uncertainty. Okay. I feel like that this is, I feel like that I would say that there's a need to proceed with caution here in the next couple of days here in the workplace. Okay. Definitely, like, don't show up late. Don't cause don't go against the grain. I'm not saying I really am going along to getting along is really what the energy of the universe would be expecting from you in the next 2 to 3 days. Okay. And I'm going to have to go out on a limb and say at least up until the middle part of February is what I would advise my dear one if I was giving them this reading. Okay, up until here between definitely in the next 2 or 3 days, but go ahead and extend that out until no earlier. Don't continue this until about February the 2nd. I would actually take it a little bit up until the middle of February, but just do whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay. I definitely feel like that there is some sort of, there is an opportunity to at least have some sort of, I don't see finances coming out of I don't see them just coming out of the buku right now between now and the beginning of February. but I do see long-term stability is where you're projected to go to. That is the opportunity, is the Ten of Pentacles, is to establish long-term financial legacy and stability. Okay. However, it's not something that is going to happen in this moment here with the challenge being here, showing me the Seven of Pentacles. That is really telling me that this is going to require a lot of work from you. You're going to have to plant the seeds. You're going to have to nurture this. And you, it really is asking you to be honest with yourself as to whether you have the resources to nurture this, if that's something that you can sustain. And also understand that the reward of that, like I said, is just something that the reward is to come. It is not an instant payoff here. I do feel like that this is an opportunity to, I don't know, maybe possibly travel for work. But I definitely feel like that this is an opportunity for things, for something to grow over time in a beneficial way for you. And I feel like that you get to get creative. And I do feel like that it will allow you to pursue your emotional expression as well, whatever that means for you. Progress is definitely here. There is some sort of I feel like that if you've lost the job here around November, or if you I don't know, there's definitely something that changed in the workplace in November. And it's like, I don't know, if those of you all that quit, you're having to really be real mindful with your resources here. With November in Shark, you're really having to be real frugal with your finances. And then for some of you all, there could have been like this probationary period that you was put on in November, and you're really having to really like tread lightly because you're skating on thin ice. And I do feel like that is something that is progressing. I do feel like that it's working. It's okay. I do feel like that you're headed in the right direction, especially with the Six of Swords here. That's really telling me that you're headed onto calmer waters. The Chariot at the bottom of the deck is telling me that victory and success is here for you. Yeah, I really want you to know that, like, be honest with yourself. There was something that was too much work. The Ten of Wands, that's a lot of like, it's time to really analyze the burdens and the responsibilities that caused you to really release this job. Someone could have a Saturn, like some sort of a Sagittarius, Saturnian karmic lesson to learn as it pertains to work and career. But I also feel like that there's definitely a Saturnian lesson. Either you have your Saturn in Sagittarius or Capricorn, okay? But I definitely feel like that. I don't know, maybe you started a particular, like maybe you went towards this particular career out of necessity and you're not there anymore. You don't have to work from that place of necessity anymore. And you can, and Spirit is giving you this opportunity to really reflect on what you want to do with your time. Because I feel like with the Knight of Cups and the Six of Swords, I feel like that this is a time where work is supposed to shift and become more enjoyable, emotionally fulfilling for you. And that's what is lacking, I feel like, in this position that the outside forces was playing into. I feel like that you're being invited to become curious about going towards work that is more emotionally fulfilling for you. That is where you're going to progress. That's where you're going to get to explore and light up again, basically, is what I feel here. Yeah, but I do feel like that there is some sort of apathy. I definitely feel like that there is some sort of apathy. 47 could be significant here. It's definitely going to require some perseverance. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I feel like that I'm speaking to someone. I want you to know, I feel like that it'll pay off by May. Okay, I feel like that you'll be in a very good position in May if you just allow yourself to really innovate the way that you're pursuing, like change it up, innovation, change it up. Become motivated to change up the way that you're pursuing a new career. And I do feel like that there's a new career that is going to dawn on your doorstep, and it is just going to be more emotionally fulfilling for you. Okay. I could be speaking to a Virgo, a Sagittarius, a Taurus, um, a Pisces, a Cancer. What are the messages that we're going to get, my dear collective, as it pertains to work and career? Ooh, we got Bridget show her face too. You are a healer. Don't you forget it. So if it doesn't light your spark, then like if something doesn't allow you to I don't know, like you are a healer, meaning you're definitely meant to be able to shed your own unique light, express yourself creatively, and be in touch with other people, because your energy has to connect to other people. And so there's something about this that wasn't doing that for you, okay? Let's see, Spirit, what's the individual message at 16:33? We'll start the individuals. Aries, what is the message for Aries? What is the message for Aries? Triumphed amidst chaos, strategizing with resilience and fortitude. So understanding that, Aries, you're being told that you're actually headed, like whatever position you're in, it is that of victory. Okay, that makes sense. The Chariot is at the bottom of the deck and it's on top of your card, Aries, Sun, Aries and Sun, the Three of Wands. So whatever decision you recently made, possibly back in November, that was the right decision for you. Okay, and it is putting you in a place of, it is putting you in the direction of victory and success. But you have to get in the mindset of triumph. It says triumph amidst chaos. Did that decision bring about some sort of chaotic feeling or some sort of chaotic reality? Possibly so. But even amidst that, Spirit is asking you to stay in the mindset of triumph so that you can strategize with a resilient and fortitude mindset, because it's going to pay off in May. Okay. Taurus, convert. So it says turn scarcity into opportunities, cultivating an unyielding mindset. Same message for Aries. I definitely feel like that there's a situation that has awakened some sort of scarcity mindset, but it is inside of that moment of lack or inside of that moment of going without that you're actually able to create the very thing that it brings you that emotional fulfillment. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, trace. Discover abundance by tracing patterns of purpose in your life. Really pay attention to your patterns and what triggers you and your responses at this time so that you can begin to make the necessary changes so that you can get headed in the right direction. Cancer, refine. It says fine tune your vision to express your unique qualities effectively. So, Cancer, I definitely feel like that there's an energy of going back to the drawing board. I don't necessarily feel like that you're in the energy to run into your new opportunity right now. I do feel like that you're being encouraged to take a second to relook at what your bigger vision and see what you've just learned on this previous cycle and how you can apply it to cultivate a more a more aligned vision. Okay. Leo, forge. Blaze new artistic trails, returning experience. Hold on. Let me slow down. Blaze new artistic trails, turning experiences into groundbreaking masterpieces. So, Leo, I feel like that you're supposed to be creating something right now. I definitely feel like that you're supposed to, I'm looking at a patchwork blanket it looks like in the background is what it looks like to me, honey. Or just, I don't know what it is. It's just a lot of little trinkets that are put together. I definitely feel like that you're being told to put a whole, like, what you've learned in this last cycle. I do feel like that it's giving you everything that you need in order to bring something into fruition. Let me just, like, for instance, my dad was a mechanic. Um, until he quit working on cars here recently. He was a mechanic. But he was also this he was also someone that people could get good advice from, someone that people could come to and borrow money from when they needed it, right? So if we was to say that, forge all of that together, it would probably be a good guesstimate to forge all of that together would be to create some sort of like workshop to teach people how to utilize their craft skills, perfect their crafts, and so that they can go out here and make a living on it themselves and not have to ask for money off the next person, right? So that would be like, that's the energy of forge. It's like you've been through a lot of things, and you've mastered, what did they call it, I don't know, some master of none, jack of all trades, master of none. So it's like you got all of these trades, um but it's like, what do you like, as far as like sticking with it and doing something all together with it may be difficult. So spirit is saying you learned all of these little trinkets here and there for a reason. Now it's time to really sit back and look at all of these gems that are in front of you. How can you put it together to create something that is groundbreaking for not just you but your community? Okay. That was Leo. Virgo, navigate, steering through life's challenges with determination and clarity. Virgo, you already know what you're being told to do. I just feel like that when you look at the details, you may tend to get overwhelmed, and you may tend to feel like that you may tend to feel overwhelmed and it's unorganized. And I know my Geminis like that. I mean, my Virgos love things to be organized, but I do feel like that you can still stir through this situation. And spirit is saying it is really time to just get down to the nitty gritty and just do it. Don't get so lost in the details, Virgo. Libra, fortify, ground, build unbreakable connections by persevering. Hold on. By persevering through setbacks. Build groundbreaking, unbreakable connections by persevering through setbacks. So I don't know why I struggled with that, Libra, but just take it as it resonates. I feel like that what you're being encouraged to do is understand that as far as working career goes, you aren't going to see eye to eye every time. And just because someone doesn't bring your perspective, like they don't utilize your perspective or your advice every single time, it doesn't mean that this person is not trying to include you. And it doesn't mean that the connection is necessarily over or should be thrown away. Confirmation. But I definitely feel like that these setbacks are meant to, or these awarenesses are meant to help you to see how to move forward without, in a way that protects you, but without a way, without guarding, like without you becoming guarded. I definitely feel like that I have a Libra who is easily offended, and once offended shows up differently in all connections, but definitely in work and career. Let's move forward to Scorpio. We have focus. Maintain a purposeful path by aligning your focus and eliminating distractions. So Scorpio, I feel like that whatever's going on for you right now, it's happening so that you can really take a bird's eye view to areas of your life that are unnecessary, and how you've allowed unnecessary situations to kind of overcloud your priorities. Sagittarius, intend. It says make intentional choices to bridge disruptions and build resistance. So, Sagittarius, as far as working career goes, you're definitely being told that something doesn't necessarily have to fully be thrown away, but there are some changes, tweaks, and integrations that can be made. Make sure that your intention with making these tweaks and integrations are pure. Make sure that the intentions are that of collaborative energy. It's that of It's that of, it's like it takes into consideration those included. Okay. Moving forward to Capricorn, we have trust. It says, rely on your inner compass. It knows the path you should take. So, Capricorn, I'm going to go out on this limb and say right now, as far as working career goes, this is not the time to be calling up little Johnny or Sarah Beth and the homegirls just to get an opinion on which direction to go in. If you get an inkling internally, go with it. It is going to prove abundant. If you go with it now, it is absolutely going to pay you dividends in May, and that's for everyone. All right. Well, the Capricorn, for sure, you don't need that external validation. If it comes up, just trust it and just flow with it. And guess what? If it turns out to be a flop, then you've learned something about that in a way that doesn't have to, that you're not embarrassed or you're not too disappointed to try again, because you actually did this for you, yourself, and only yourself, and you didn't have other people's expectations hovering over it. Okay. Aquarius, we have foster. Bridge gaps in communication by using resilience as a unifying force. So there's Aquarius, there's someone that there's something that you're disconnected from. There is an opportunity to communicate, and I feel like that you would be able to communicate clearer and better inside of this situation if you can remember what it's like to feel like the other person in, like it's you and someone. So opposition on the, you have some opposition. So it's like whoever the opposition is, you understand what it's like to be in their shoes. So the best way to unify and bridge the gap right now is to remember what it felt like when you was in their shoes. Last but not least, we have Pisces. Weave. It says integrate resilience into your foundation of your life. No, it says integrate resilience into the foundation of your life's journey. So Pisces, I feel like that there is definitely this energy of, I don't know, maybe Pisces, you are one that's quick to give up on situations. And I do feel like that whatever the situation is for you, the outside forces are buckling down on you to get you to see what the actual reward is if you stick to something, because of the foundation that you're, like, I feel like I'm speaking to a Pisces that may be a free bird. I'll find another one or something like that. Spirit is actually trying to show you that yes, all that is very true. There is a benefit to building a solid foundation, and when you are dedicated to that foundation, it is going to increase you and expand you. So, guys, I hope that these money messages are something that you are, working career messages are something that you're interested in and would like to see on the channel more often. If so, we would absolutely appreciate that thumbs up down below. Peace, love, and light.